Hey everyone, Past Horizon here again, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Well, this time we're going to be going for the fusion spell Infinity, and I'll be able to fuse both Personas pretty well. The first one you need is Vishnu, and you're going to want Vishnu with Spellmaster. If you followed the Let's Play, you already have that one. So, yeah, I did that ahead of time, save you a little bit of time. In case you were planning on taking Request 55. Let's just register Satan here, and hello. Unfortunately, on the second test run, I did not fuse Vishnu with Spellmaster, so the easiest way to do it is with Lucifer, Horus, and Surt. Pay no attention to Surt's moveset. It is different because I screwed up. He was one of the personas I took to try and do Request 55 with, and it failed miserably. So let's fuse these three together. That gives us Vishnu. Lucifer needs to have the highest level. And all we care about is Spellmaster. I don't care about anything else. The only thing that you can't transfer, or shouldn't transfer, is a null physical, or repel physical, or absorb physical. Any of the three physical elements. I'm pretty sure that would end very poorly for you. But if you do transfer one, you know, you could just get rid of it. Maybe two you could get rid of. I forget. I don't care what the hard item is. Spellmaster will just make it a little bit cheaper to use Infinity. The problem with fusion spells is that they go by a percentage of SP. It's the same problem that physical attacks have. Do I really care about that? Not really. So really, it doesn't matter how much SP you got. At the end of the day, it takes the same amount as a percentage of your SP pool, which really sucks. Makes them pretty much worthless, except for Cadenza. I mean, the only reason Vishnu and Armageddon are useful is for Request 55. They're not useful normally. Cadenza is literally the only good fusion spell in the entire game, which is just absurd. Why even bother putting them in the game? The next persona you need is Ananta. That's the second half of Infinity. And in order to do that, we're going to need Anubis Flauros Ares. Sorry. And this is why I transferred the abilities ahead of time to these personas. Sharp Student and High Counter. Namely. Although I didn't do anything for Ares, but it doesn't really matter there. Let's register. No, we already registered that. Okay, next up is do the actual triangle fusion, and that will give us Uriel. Now, we want to transfer Sharp Student and High Counter, and we need to avoid light moves. Followed by recovery moves, and then support moves, you know, things like the buffs. Auto buffs are okay, they're passive moves. But first things first, we got to get Sharp Student and High Counter. Shouldn't be that hard to get the two of them together, really. Don't worry about Mahamaon on Uriel, that doesn't mean anything. The thing is that the persona that we're going to end up fusing with these personas has Mahamaon by default, so that's the only light move that's okay to have. Can't transfer something that's already on the persona. And for some reason I'm having a really difficult time getting these two moves to transfer. I'm sure I've complained about this many times during the Let's Play. Oh, there we go. That's actually a good hand. But, I mean, why do I have to do this? Why can't I just pick the moves I want? And don't give me, oh, that makes it too easy. Really? You do realize I'm going to just reset until literally I get what I want. The only difference is it takes me longer to get it this way. It just wastes my time more. That doesn't make something harder, that just makes it more tedious. I mean, I don't understand why people equate tedium with difficulty these days. It's just a really frustrating trend that I notice. Let's get rid of an auto ability. And let's get rid of... oh, I don't know, I guess this regenerate ability. I mean, even Atlas apparently figured this out eventually, because in Persona 4 Golden, they just let you pick whatever moves you want. Which is what it should have been from the beginning, since the first Persona game. There's no reason to make it this random nonsense. I mean, if you want to balance it, okay, there's plenty of ways you can do that without making it random. Put a point limit on it, based on the level and inheritance type of the Persona. There you go. This is just really stupid. I mean, I just reset 10 times and I got what I wanted, so... and eventually, if I wanted to transfer 5 moves to a Persona, I could just reset until I get it. Yeah, it could take me 10 hours, but what difference does it make? At the end of the day, I still got what I wanted. It's just really stupid to me. I don't understand it. Let's see. And yes, I've already fused Ananta because of my failed attempt, but I'm going to show you how to fuse it anyway. So we have Uriel. We already have Raphael, I believe, so we need Gabriel and Michael. And this is why I've transferred Thunder Rain and Elec Amp and High Counter and all that stuff. That was Michael, right? Yeah. Need Gabriel. Don't really care about Mahamaon there. Yeah, it's irrelevant. And I think I have... did I just leave by accident? Yeah, that was foolish. I didn't mean to do that. Okay, try this again. Don't need to register. And let's go ahead and fuse. Now, this will give us access to Metatron.
Unfortunately, it'll probably be a bit of a pain in the ass, since we have to transfer quite a few abilities here.
But the abilities that you want to transfer are as follows. Thunder Rain, Elec Amp, High Counter, and Sharp Student. Yes, that's a lot of work, but it will save you time and a lot of frustration later on. Transfer all 4. This is probably not going to work on screen. I highly doubt it. And then make damn sure you register this persona. This is why you don't want any light moves interfering. Your best bet is to look for Thunder Rain, because that is going to be the hardest move to transfer. If you don't even see Thunder Rain, there's no point looking. And, you know, could take me 30 seconds, could take me half an hour. But apparently this makes it harder, right? And a lot of times you will get 3 out of 4. Atlas should just let you pick the damn moves. Well, I'll be back when I get what I want. Okay, I ended up getting the 4 abilities that I wanted. Thunder Rain, Elec, Amp, High Counter, and Sharp Student. It did take me about 20 minutes to get it. It will end up saving you time in the long run. Trust me. The more of these moves you can get on as many personas as possible for the final fusion formula for Orpheus Telos, the more sanity you will retain. So let's fuse it. Fortunately, it's a cross fusion, so Igor cannot drop the cards. If he could drop the cards on these, I would flip out. Okay. So let's do that. Anything else I care about? Not really. Make damn sure you register this persona. You will need it later to fuse Orpheus Telos. Now let's see here. To make my life a little easier later, it's a good idea to get rid of this auto ability, because that's a fairly low level ability. Repel Ice. I don't want to risk inheriting any sort of repel ability if I can help it. Let's get rid of that. Of course, it's also going to learn repel electricity. Don't want to learn that. Also learns repel fire. Jeez, don't want to learn that either. Okay, let's register that one. Absolutely. We need to register immediately. Excellent. Okay. Now let's buy Uriel again. That puts us below 5 million yen. Starting to get a little concerned that I won't have enough, but pretty sure I will. So next up is to fuse, and I need to double check that I registered because I am not redoing that. That was such a pain in the ass. Okay, yeah.
And yeah, this is why I can only do a little bit of recording this per day.
I've been doing this over the course of 2 days now. Hopefully I'll be able to finish it tomorrow, recording-wise. Probably not, though. No, I probably can, because the next Telos is pretty much going to finish off everything I care about. And then there's 2 other personas I want to fuse, but they're real easy. So let's fuse Uriel and Metatron. That gives us Ananta. And it is totally irrelevant what you transfer. That's actually not bad. Thunder Rain, Elec Amp. Plus evade wind, and it's weak to wind. Wow. I wasn't even trying for this. But let's just go ahead and fuse it. And that gives us Ananta. I'm going to use Vishnu for actually casting the spell, which is why I don't care to get Spellmaster on it. Yeah, you only need Spellmaster on the persona that's actually going to be using the fusion spell. You don't need it on its partner persona, which is good. Don't really care about that. Weary Thrust is interesting. It actually gets a bonus for being tired.
Unfortunately, the bonus is not enough to counteract the disadvantages you get from being tired. So yeah, the move is totally worthless. And I'll just get rid of that. Whatever, I don't care.
So let's go ahead and register. Now this one's going to be a little bit shorter. Just because those are the only 2 personas I wanted to fuse. And since I happen to be able to cast the fusion spell now, let's go ahead and use the fusion spell Infinity. This way I'll only have, I think, 2 fusion spells left to do. Maybe 3. Let's just go to floor 2.
Infinity makes your entire party invincible for 1 round.
It even blocks almighty damage. It's the only thing in the game that does block almighty damage. But it's useless because you can't do anything else. You just waste your turn to take no damage for everybody. And the main character does the most damage in the game. So why would you ever use Infinity outside of the one case where you have to use it? On top of which, it's from too high of a level persona anyway. So let's go with Vishnu. So it has a Spellmaster there. 149 SP is a lot of SP. Whatever. Let's go ahead and do it. Again, it's completely useless, but... Oh, Mitsuru must have gotten to level 99. That's nice. Every character gets the max. How did you miss a level 1 enemy? Every character gets, max HP and SP at level 99. I have no idea why they decided to do that. It just bothers me because it's just such a jump. Why not make it a reasonable level curve up to 999 HP and SP if that's what you wanted them to end up at? It just seems weird to me to just jump 500 HP. It just seems... Honestly, it seems wrong, like it's a bug or unintended, but it clearly is intended because you need it. I don't know, it's just off-putting to me. But, anyway.
I'm gonna stop here for now.
I'm tired of fusing for today, so... The next episode, my past self will be fusing Orpheus Telos. And probably a couple of other personas. And we'll probably finish it off. And then, in the next episode, I'll go over probably the final preparations. And, show off the final fusion spells and hand in the stuff. Hand in the rare sword. Probably go from there. I don't know. We'll see. Alright. My past self is going to sign off here. And... want to thank you for watching as always. And take care.